At work this week, I planned out what I was going to do today, and so I got up not too early, headed up northern Olympic Peninsula to Neah Bay, and there I knew I brought the drone with me, and I thought that I'd seek out the local police department and see where there's some good places to put up. I know there were good places to fly, but it turned out that I met a local a Macaw policeman who's on the force there, and he was off duty. So we visited and talked, and I got to know him. So he basically, pretty thankful, he gave me free rein, asked where I could fly over the Strait and get some good footage, and so I did that, and so that's mission accomplished. But I knew after that, today, the 20th of February, that it'd be clear, somewhat clear, tomorrow even clearer. And so I ran out to Shi Shi Beach where I'm at now, and I just came down. It's about a 1.7 trail that the reservation owns. The tribe owns the parking lot up top, and this is Olympic National Park as well. So just by 2:30 here I am. I came down the switchback trail, and now I'm at the coast. So I've been hungering for some winter sunsets. There's been a lot of snow scenes lately, and I've been shooting a lot of that, and so I was ready for a good winter sunset. So there might be just enough cloud cover. Sunset is just, I believe, before 5:30. And it just so happens that the snow full supermoon peaked last night. It was a bit cloudy though. I saw it coming back to where I live on the Olympic Peninsula, heading up Hood Canal. And it was pretty cloudy, but today should be clear. So my plan was to shoot the sunset here at Point of the Arches, and again at Shi Shi Beach, and then head back for the Super Moonrise over Neah Bay in the Strait of Juan. So that's the plan, to get back. I'll have plenty of time to get set up, and hopefully that moon will rise, and I'll be able to look over onto British Columbia, Vancouver Island, and hopefully that moon will be nice and big and beautiful. So I'm at the coast now. I'm going to make it down to Point of the Arches and just kind of take shots. It's a 2-mile hike from here down to the points, and then shoot sunset, maybe close up just before sunset and make my way back. It took me about 45 minutes from the trail, the parking lot that is. It's a 1.7 miles, so here I am. Another factor in today was I looked at the tides, and a 9-foot tide, and high tide is about 1:30. So I'm about over an hour into high tide. It should be receding now. That'll give me opportunity to hike down to the points there. But on the way in, I stopped at some beach access, and the tide was really screaming. So I think as far as that goes, that's good timing as well. So where I'll be hiking is Point of the Arches, and that's there. Obviously the sunset is further south. It's February, of course, and obviously it moves north on the horizon. So I was hoping that that'll be perfect this afternoon. And down here, these rocks, I believe, is Point Shipwreck, I believe. What I typically do, I've logged this at least twice now, is when the tide's further out, I can hike up over and you can get to the far side and visit those stacks further north. So that's north, and that's south, Shi Shi Beach and Point of the Arches. It's 4:15, and I just took my time. It's again about two miles to the Point of the Arches, and the sun will set at approximately hour and 15 minutes, about 5:30. I didn't put my microphone, I left it in my bag as I climbed up here on what I call the crow's nest. And when I do this hike, I like to come up here and just sit here and get a panorama. Tide's going out. High tide was at 1:30, like I said, and so a beautiful day. Nice from a break from the snow and the winter weather. There's sure been a lot of snow scenes. We had quite the storm in the Pacific Northwest here. In fact, it was a major one, quite exceptional. We hadn't had a snowstorm like this in quite a long time, many years, back in the, I don't know, 90s, I think. So anyway, a good 12 to 17 inches in the Northwest, Seattle area. The Olympic Peninsula got quite a bit, and even coming out here toward Neah Bay, I saw quite a bit still along the highway. So quite a storm. Nice break though to get some sunlight. I've been walking into the sun the whole way here, and pretty comfortable. I didn't have this on, and anyway, feels good. Nice break. So I'm going to try to pick out some composition here for sunset, and I'll have to move fast once that sun starts going down and capture the images that I want. So, but right now I'll give you a look around. I'm going to do a couple panoramas. I've got my Osmo here, 4K video camera, and do a couple panoramas with it and some HDR with it before I get set up with my Canon, and at that point I'll show you a few more things. The trailhead where it dumps into Shi Shi Beach is that point right over there, just this side of the point where those rock faces are, and you can see those big stacks that are right there. Well, the trail dumps down right into there, so I did walk. It's about 2 miles, like I said, from there around to here. While I get set up for this composition, I wanted to share with you something. I've got my Canon video camera going because my Osmo needs my phone and it's apt to run, so hopefully you hear me as well. Anyway, I haven't really used this app. It's Photo Pills, but a friend of mine turned me on to it, and I think I'll probably use it. Sunset is in about half hour. It's about 4 after 5 right now. Anyway, hopefully you'll get this Photo Pills through the Play Store. Anyway, it's for photographers, and hopefully you can see that. My Stuff, Pills Academy, you got a planner here, and I had initially plotted Neah Bay, actually right here, Shi Shi, and it tells you the direction of the sun, moon up, sunset, blue hour, and let's see, the 20th today. Right now I'm going to go to back right now to 3, let's see, there's 5 o'clock right there. Anyway, and then also, so you've got all your maps. You've got sun, gives you the day, time. Really cool app. I need to use it more. And the moon up, moon set. Also exposure. What you can do is based off your normal exposure, then you can calculate all of your f-stops, your ND filters, and all of that based on your ISO. And so really cool app. I just wanted to mention that thanks to a friend of mine who turned me on to that. So I just need to use it more, and it's worth checking out. Also, for my drone, I just received a set of 3 neutral density filters. I've got an 4, 8, and a 16 actually. And Polar Pro, it's a top of the line company. I really think they're great. This is the app that I've got also. Don't know if you can see that. Anyway, based on video or photo, and you take your normal exposure, and then you can calculate the filters that you're going to use. Any kind of filter from them. Really cool. Gives you the wind speed, which I was using earlier, flying over Neah Bay. In fact, I had a warning to land it, but did okay. Really neat app, and so that's through Polar Pro filters, and of course I got it for the Mavic 2 Pro, and a pretty sweet app as well. Sure cooled off quick. Now I've got a couple layers on. I think I got my composition. Hope you enjoyed the couple apps that I know I will. It is 20 after 5 and sunset is on the way. So I'll just show you my composition, and hopefully that'll turn out. There's really not enough clouds. It's actually very clear. It's supposed to be high pressure moving over the Pacific Northwest for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the clearest day in the forecast, then back to rain. So today is a bit too clear for me. I was hoping for some high clouds to give some character and color, but we'll see how it goes. My thoughts are, as soon as that sun gets a little lower, preferably down below that center rock there, I'll get some light reflecting some color off of these pools here. And from further back, this is a pretty much iconic shot with these rock formations here, almost like rows of chairs or bleachers. And I've shot this before and sunsets, but I thought that with some of this rock in the foreground, some reflection giving color to the pools, the tide pools here, that it might work out. So hopefully it does. Tide definitely is out now. It is dropped, but I think these rock formations are really cool here. and they just start basically 100 yards back from the beach, not too far up here, but then they run all parallel down to the point of the arches there. So I thought that was pretty cool. They've been here for who knows how long, but I don't know if more erosion exposes more of them or over time or what, I don't know. But the ocean ebbs and flows, and so do the beaches as well. They build up and erode and build up.